25 years, Uganda was ruled by 8 presidents. Within 25 years, Uganda was ruled by 8 presidents between 1960 to 1985. And this period, Madam Speaker, was characterized by chaos, anarchy, lawlessness, instability, insecurity, coup d'etats, insanity, impunity, civil strife, assassinations, and economic decline. However, Madam Speaker, between 1985 to date, that's a period of 35 years. Within these 35 years, Madam Speaker, President Museveni was able to stabilize the country. There is a peace, there is a progress, there is a stability, there is development, there is unity. President Museveni is a Pan-Africanist. He is a peacekeeper. He is a nationalist. He is a liberator, freedom fighter. He is a leader who cares for his people. Long live President Museveni. Long live the people of Uganda. We shall continue fighting COVID-19 until nobody will die in this country. I say all this for God and my country. Thank you very much.
Onosara Chicho, can I ask Honorable Asamo to move up? Honorable Muhanga to move nearer to the microphone. Honorable Saida to move nearer to the microphone. Let me first get the ladies. Honorable Ababiko and Anifa, then I go to this side. Move nearer to the microphone.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I stand here to add my voice on those senior members and colleagues of mine that talked before, to thank the President of this country for the great leadership, for the great job he has offered to us. The young people of this country, we are known. Most of those young people are not employed. It would be a challenge if they suffered from COVID, for them to get treatment and to fight it. However, I would also like... Order. Right Honorable Speaker, I stand here to thank the President and his team, the task force, the National Task Force, the Ministry of Health, those local health teams that have done a great job, different stakeholders who have helped the young people of this country to understand this COVID and to educate them on how to fight it. I would like also to, however, request the Office of the Prime Minister and the government to make sure that by the time they open, I know there will be a challenge of the masks. Most of these people are not working. These are border guys. These are the people who earn. Whatever they earn on a daily basis is what they spend. I would request the Ministry of Health to come up with a way of distributing masks to those young people, the jobless ones, those who leave home every day to come and look for what to eat before they are arrested by the police. I'd also request that Central Region is not only in Wakiso and Kampala. There are young people in Masaka, for example, in Kalangala, in Buvuma, in those areas that have lakes and different parts of the country that are really affected by the high rises of the water and the lake levels. Right Honorable Speaker, because of the quarantine, these young people cannot move even to their villages or to their relatives. They are dying out there. I would request the government, first of all, to give them food, to give them help, and to make sure they get mosquito nets. Because of those stagnant water, there's a lot of mosquitoes. But in the end, I can't say enough. I do not have enough words to say to thank the President of this country for the great work he has done. He has been a great leader. He's such a grandfather that we all feel like we are proud of. And I want to thank you so much. May God bless you.
Thank you, Honorable Asamo. Asamo followed by Honorable Saida. Then Margaret Muhanga. Anifa.
Yeah, thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, when COVID was announced on the 22nd of March, all Ugandans went into fear and anxiety, and we didn't know what to do. I think that's the time all Ugandans became Christians and cried to God, and there was fear in all homes. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to pay tribute to His Excellency that he had to get on the front line and call the leader of parliament, the leader of judiciary, all the other stakeholders and said, what can we do? Because even he called the religious leaders. By the time we heard he was closing churches, I was like, is it really? But the leader said we were consulted. I think we need to pay tribute to somebody who consulted, otherwise we would have gone into chaos. And I want to thank him for that. Right Honourable Speaker, the President, whenever he is consulting, he even goes to the extent of going to receive messages on SMS to hear what the Wananchi are saying. And he comes back and gives answers to some of the questions that we raise as the Wananchi. Madam Speaker, looking around our neighborhood, we know what has happened in some countries where the President has even gone to the extent of becoming a technical lab assistant, becoming the minister, and is not consulting, and is running the government alone. I will not mention the country. And we have seen the numbers of COVID, which have increased. I think we need to appreciate where credit is, and I want to thank the President for that. Right now, our Speaker, there are also lessons that have been learned from COVID. I think COVID has given the President even more insight to think further. Before COVID came, President Museveni had moved around the whole Uganda preaching the message of food security. Now, when the thing hit us, we realized food was the only answer. On the side of health, but food was the real thing that we needed. We didn't want clothes, we didn't want anything, but we were looking at food. And I recalled and said, I think God had talked to the President and said, go around with a message on food security. And that was critical. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to think that I was listening to the economic debate, and one of the leaders said in the economic area that now the President is consulting us. We think after COVID, Uganda is going to be a new Uganda. It has brought different stakeholders. Many Ugandans have brought food to Uganda through the office of the Prime Minister under the leadership of Karoro Kurut. Where were these Ugandans before? People have contributed. It shows you the unity.
Honourable Saida Bumba, followed by Honourable Muhanga, Honourable Shira Kabaije, Anifa, Honourable Anifa Kawoyi.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker and members. I want to start off by thanking the Almighty Allah for gracing this country. Right Honourable, I want to start off by paying tribute from the known before I go further. Allow me, Right Honourable Speaker, to thank you for steering this Parliament under the COVID-19 situation so well. We know it has not been smooth, but you have stood firm against the so many challenges which you have faced, and also the members of Parliament. I take this opportunity to commend the people of the members of the 10th Parliament. Right Honourable Speaker, you have exhibited exceptional management skills under the crisis. Thank you, Right Honourable. I now want to move to the main main motion. Right Honourable Speaker, they say that Uganda is gifted by nature, and this is not only by rich flora and fauna, but also the competent human resource led by none other than His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Who have a catastrophe, especially Africa. Many other prophets of doom in the Western world have said so. But we have demonstrated here in Uganda that it will be well, that we shall not fall sick to the levels that anybody else.
He directed the country and we all followed. Right Honourable Speaker, in such a panic, if we did not have a steadfast leader who was there with us right from the beginning up to this current situation, many people will have lost their lives. Therefore, His Excellency deserves this tribute. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, many lives have been protected. When we look at the health status,
Mr. Speaker, the President has applied the long-term tested NRM's revolutionary methods of work in applying scientific advice of health professionals, and this has enabled the President to implement tough but necessary measures. Right Honourable Speaker, how I wish the East African nations and Africa at large were moving together while facing these challenges. Right Honourable Speaker and dear colleagues, history will record the Museveni administration approvingly for protecting guns from this most pervasive pandemic. Right Honourable Speaker, the people of Nyabushozi, join me and join the rest of us, honorable colleagues, for appreciating a great job that the President has done